As a full-size SUV, the Chevrolet Tahoe is a significant and well-liked vehicle for the American brand, and it is designed to appeal to families. Nevertheless, even though almost 90,000 Tahoes were sold by Chevrolet in 2020, it's still a significant decrease from the previous year. The Tahoe has an 83 J.D. Power reliability rating, which does indicate that it's a good SUV. However, the NHTSA has documented 17 complaints and 3 recalls related to the vehicle. The auxiliary battery blew out due to defective wiring, as many users complain, but there are other issues with the 2020 Tahoe to consider. Rivals such as the Ford Expedition, Toyota Sequoia, and GMC can have an opportunity to steal some sales as a result of these backlashes. Let's take a closer look at the 2020 Tahoe problems. Engine or fuel propulsion. The air vents were found to be the source of the gasoline-like smell that passengers complained the cabins had. The occupants occasionally experienced headaches as a result of this. It was discovered that a weak seal close to the engine block was the source of the problem, a fuel leak. The problem was resolved by replacing one of the fuel lines, and it was discovered that the owners had similar problems. Battery. Without any prior notice, the driver's side headlight's auxiliary battery burst. After a more thorough examination, the mechanics discovered melted terminals, which they attributed to the relay overheating. Steering. The steering wheel would lock while driving, according to the user's reports. The drivers were forced to brake in a panic as a result of the car freezing in one direction. After the car was towed, a brief examination revealed that the steering rack unit was broken. It was claimed that a manufacturing defect was the cause of this, and the dealers were required to replace the required part under warranty. Suspensions. When the owners drove the Tahoe above 80 miles per hour, they noticed that it began to vibrate. This significantly affected the handling and made the ride uncomfortable. After inspecting the vehicle, the dealers concluded that the damaged strut was the result of inadequate maintenance. Airbag. In a head-on collision, some users reported that the airbags did not deploy from the steering. The driver suffered some severe injuries as a result, and an examination revealed that the clock springs were broken. To resolve the problem, the clock spring was changed while the car was being repaired. Seats. The rear seat back on the passenger side that sank after extended use was the subject of a complaint. Because of the poor quality of the materials used, the seat felt hollow as a result. Recalls. 3 recalls are currently in effect for 2020 Chevy Tahoes. The first one discusses software bugs that could result in unintentional braking. When the driveline protection system is accidentally activated, the car will unintentionally brake on the wheel on the side where the sensor failed, which increases the chance of an accident. The second one concerns the fuel pump's missing pressure regulator. Thus, in the presence of an ignition source, overpressurization increases the risk of a fire by cracking the fuel pump and causing leaks. The most recent recall concerns sudden depletion of air, which may result from tire failure. Overcured tires may experience a belt edge separation that could cause a tread or belt loss, or a break in the sidewall that could cause an abrupt loss of air pressure. A crash is more likely when one of the two conditions results in a loss of vehicle control. Should you buy it? Even though they had a lot of problems, they were still relatively small in relation to the quantity of cars sold. Additionally, Chevrolet listened carefully to customer complaints and was able to quickly address the main issue through recalls following the SUV's release. This illustrates the brand's commitment to providing its customers with hassle-free vehicles. In addition, the Tahoe is more affordable than its near competitors from GMC, Toyota, and Ford, making it a better value overall. To ensure that the recall repairs have been carried out in accordance with the necessary standards and to check for any issues with the relay setup at the front of the car, it is advisable to have the car inspected by a qualified mechanic. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.